Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. And if you want to get the most up-to-date version earlier and or want to support them, then you can go to their Patreon. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we chose Mikko to sleep with in his, two-bedroom. And then also, Bjorn seemed to be kind of out of it and sad for some reason. Maybe he liked either me or Mikko or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then I just found my key card at the bottom of the bag. Unlike the other 3 times I've done this, before we actually before the day 2 started, which is going to bring up something interesting, I guess. And let me reset my face. And we go, I guess. Oh. The key to my room. Oh, I did that one thing. Because I was testing something. Oop. What about it? It's here in my bag. So, I had it with me this whole time. Oh. Well, that's great. Yeah, that is great. I'm just a bit overwhelmed. I was walking around with the key the whole day. Why would I put my key there, though? I must have been really out of it this morning. You found your key, Dark? Yeah, I had it in the camera bag. Blip. Sorry, but that sounds very much like you. I would be angry if you weren't right. Wait, I would be angry if you weren't right or were right? I would be angry if you weren't. Okay. To think that I was so psyched out over it. I exhale in relief, feeling much calmer now. I didn't even notice how tense I was the whole day before now. Yeah, you didn't have to look for... You didn't have to look for another room at all. He's right. I could always just go back to sleep in my own room. Return to my huge bed with a stunning view from the window. I guess Mikko took you in, yeah? Yeah, he was kind enough to do that. Of course, you're still welcome to stay with me. Nope, I'm gonna return to my room. Yeah, I do kind of feel like I would want to see what happens if we, return to our room. That'd be an interesting thing. But, kind of like with sniffing our couch as a thing, we're going to go full woof. Only if you want me there. Well, I do. He asked me if I would like to take a room with him before the camp, but as it turned out, there were some single ones I assumed he would prefer to have a room to himself. And frankly, I want to have a space of my own too. Though, if he doesn't mind me there, maybe it would be nice to spend this night together with him. Sure, I'll grab some of my things on my way back. By the way, could we head back inside? I'm already starting to feel cold. It'll be a while before I get cold, with all the additional padding I have. I'll stay out here a little longer. Good night, you both. Or to you both. You have a good night, Bjorn. Sleep well. We get up and walk back towards the guest house, leaving Bjorn alone on the terrace. He waves us goodbye, before turning back towards the woods. It wasn't really a walk, but it was nice anyway. Yeah, what matters is that we enjoyed it. The photos should be fully developed by now. Do you want to see them? Sure. Mikko comes closer, trying to keep a straight face, but his tail wagging behind him betrays his eagerness. I reach out into my camera bag and take out both photos and put it on the desk, first on top of first on top of the second, so that Mikko can see him too. Popo. I really like it, Dark. What are you gonna do with it? Do you want it? I do, but I'd be happier if you had it. You're too kind for your own good sometimes, Mikko. I'll keep it and cherish it then. I pat him gently on his head, rubbing his furry ear with my thumb. I don't know why dogs' ears are so soft. He closes his eyes and even nuzzles into my arm a bit. He's so cute like that. How about the other one? Sorry about that, by the way. I had no idea the shutter would fire. I know those aren't exactly cheap. It's fine, don't worry. Sometimes happy accidents are the best photos. Maybe not so much that one. Well, not this time though. I can see your ears though, I think. I still like it. Would you let me have that one? Oh sure, if you want it. Thank you, really. I'll go take a shower now. You should get some rest before tomorrow. Or do you want to go first? No, you can go. I'll find something to do in the meantime. By the way, do you have a spare towel? There should be 2 in the bathroom, but I didn't check. Wait, I'm stupid. I can go back to my room and then come back here. That way, you can go have a shower at the same time. Alright. That's a good idea. I'm pretty tired too. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes then. Sure, I'll leave the door open. Opening the door to my room after not being able to get in the whole day feels really satisfying. Damn, I left the lights on. It's a waste of energy. Finally here again, back in my own room. I look around it, absorbing every small detail, from the order of the colors in the carpet, to the shape of the ceiling beams and lamps. The air here smells of wood and clean laundry. Everything is just as I left it. Most of my stuff is already unpacked, stashed away in the wardrobe and cupboards, so the room looks neat and inviting. For now, it can all stay here. I don't need anything besides what I have with me right now. Oh, maybe besides my phone charger. From my bag, I take out everything I might need with me in the bathroom, and then go take a shower. First, I brush my teeth, paying special attention to my long canines. Glad I have my own toothbrush, designed for Filidae, whose bigger and wider universal ones are sometimes painful to use. Then I undress myself down in my boxers, putting all my clothes on the toilet, first making sure that it's clean, and look at myself in the mirror. I lean towards the mirror and look at my face. How little I need to start feeling comfortable around Mikko again. The awkwardness I felt earlier is completely gone. How silly it seems now. I know Mikko and I know he's not like that. He's a friend, and he wouldn't keep talking to me just because. He wouldn't stop talking to me just because. Just because I like males. Besides, could I really call a friend someone whom something like that would be a problem? But it's still hard to tell him. It would be different if it didn't involve him personally, but can I really tell him why I kept him out of my life for 3 years? And there's another thing. What if I'll again start feeling something towards him? I mean, you will in this route. Maybe I never stopped. Just pulled it under the rug, hid in a safe somewhere deep within me, and then threw the key out. Maybe the feelings I had are still within me, dormant, waiting to be dug up again. Sorry, sometimes reading ain't that good, which I have to say it's kind of funny since like the last several times I've done reading, I'm like, sorry I'm not so good at reading right now. I swear I'm better, though today it was pretty busy. What would I do if I fell in love with him again? pair of green eyes look at me from the other side of the mirror. They're focused, but also seem troubled. I take off my boxers, then them fall to the ground, grab the shampoo and conditioner, and get into the shower. The water is warm and pleasant. Waste no time, I open the shampoo and start rubbing it into my fur, starting with my head. Did I hurt him when I stopped replying to him? Yeah, probably. Stupid question. Of course it did. But only now am I starting to understand how badly. When I cut Mikko off, I didn't think of what he was feeling. I was only thinking of myself. I only wanted the pain to end, and I didn't consider how it would affect him at all. Looking back at it now, I should have made an effort to at least tell him that I needed to be away from him, to talk things over with him first, and not leave him in the dark. But I was 16, and I couldn't deal with my own feelings, let alone such a complicated situation. I should do it now, though, on this trip, while we're together. I owe him that. Maybe not today, not when we're both tired, not when I just got him back. But I promise to myself, before the camp ends, I'll apologize to him. I continue with the ritual until I'm all clean. Then open the conditioner and apply it generously, brushing it into my fur. It's unbranded, but it smells nice. Now I smell nice too. Finally, I rinse my whole body again and turn off the water. I step out of the shower and dry myself with a fresh towel, which takes some time when you're all covered in thick feline fur. I'm done in a few minutes. Bless modern technology for those thick, super-absorbing towels, and leave. While a white cloud of steam follows me as I step out of the bathroom, naked. I thought I'd be sleeping alone, so I didn't pack in pajamas. I take out a fresh pair of boxers and a white t-shirt from the wardrobe. This will have to do. Naked. Oh, you're back already? I thought you'd want to stay in your room for a bit. No, not really. Anything... Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Anything I might want from it, I can get tomorrow. This time, I kept the key in my paw, just in case. Wait, where's my paw? I show the key to Mikko before putting it down next to the camera bag. If I forget about it, at least Mikko will remember where it is. Are you going to sleep already? I'm pretty tired, so I thought about going straight to bed. I might stay up a little longer. I should have finished writing a note in the journal, and after that, I'll go to bed too, but I'll turn the light switch off so you can sleep. I write on my computer now, so it won't be a problem. Blip. Oh, I was wondering if you still write. Not as often as I used to, but I do. How much do you think we're going to remember of this day in 20 years? Everything, I hope. Especially how he leaned on me on the terrace when we were stargazing. That is something I probably should do more. Making notes. Like when I go on my trips, except for the last one for some reason, I would write notes. It helps keep you sane, or me sane. And, keeps the days. But also it's like, maybe not specifically those things. Like some of the times I write an entire page of stuff. And then other times I'm like, write one line being like, things are the same today, nothing particular. Bye. It's interesting looking back and from like notes I accidentally kept from like 10 years ago or something like that, being like, because I guess I think if I remember, I would write things I would write to my girlfriend at the time when I wasn't, when we didn't have internet where we were at. And I just reading back, it was just kind of interesting seeing my mindset and, things I would be thinking about and talking about, And my head's too far up. Okay. Without my journal, bet I wouldn't remember what happened even a week ago. Memories distort with time, but what I write in the journal always stays the same. It's my window to the past me, to who I was and how I changed over time. I can remember every day of my life because I have them all written down here. Anytime I want, I can open up the journal and read how it felt to be me on a hot summer's day 4 years ago, when we're walking alongside each other in the botanical gardens in Copenhagen? Is Copenhagen? What was it, Norway? Or was it Sweden? Yeah. How you bought way too big a portion of ice cream, and we had to eat it together because it was melting faster than you were able to lick them up. And how later in the hotel, we were listening for the first time to Paul Checker's new album that came out just a few days earlier. I was just reading the note about that when you came in, actually. Yeah, I remember that. I can't listen to the album without thinking of that moment. Mostly because the beginning of the first tack, Floor, scared Mikko so much that he fell out of his bed, but I won't remind him of that. I'm sure it's in the note anyway. You know, it kind of makes me regret not having my own. All those days and scenes just mingle in my memories, with no relation to each other. I have no idea what happened when. Maybe you could read me something from your journal sometimes. To remember the old times? Not right now, of course. And only if you feel comfortable with that. I'll think about it. So, good night for today? Good night, Dark. Mikko grabs his laptop and sits down in his bed. I turn off the light and get into the other bed, feeling the soft bedclothes envelop my body. So soft, warm, and comfortable. After sleeping in the bus today, this feels like lying on a cloud. From this angle, I can see everything Mikko writes, but I can hear him tapping away on the keyboard. I can't see everything Mikko writes. The sound doesn't bother me at all, though. It's soothing. I wonder what he's writing about now. I'm sure he'll write about the photos and sitting with Bjorn outside. And about sitting in a room together with Travis and Bjorn, listening to music together. The brief snowball fight we had with Lake. And how long the bus ride was. What book he was reading during it. I wonder what the coming days will bring us. But, bother. That comes with the territory of reading. But what's important is that we're together again. To be here, sleeping in the same room as Mikko again, after all those years. Yeah, I'm happy. Day 3. And we can keep going. Cerulean? Deep cerulean with streaks of white, like cobwebs or gentle brushstrokes. Sky pulling me in, deeper than an ocean. No birds cutting across the sky. No wind, not even small breeze, as if time had stopped. Maybe it has. I'm not moving at all. Maybe I couldn't even if I tried. But I don't really want to. I feel serene. Any borders between me and the world around me dissipate. I am the sky, and I am looking at myself. Hours pass, and I don't feel the need to move at all. I wish I could stay here forever. The gentle sounds of waves puts me at ease, and the golden glow that pours down like honey warms my very soul. I know I've been here before, I can tell it. Maybe from the sound of waves, or the grassy smell in the air. Everything feels familiar, like echoes of a memory. An eternity later, I stand up and look around, rubbing the dirt and grass off my cuffs. Before me is a vast lake surrounded by a dense forest, so maybe a dream of a memory? Gentle waves roll across the surface, crashing at the grassy shore. I wonder if the water's warm. It's early spring, so it's unlikely, but that would never stop me from a swim. What a joy to have a place like this, all to myself. Everything here says home. This place is a part of me, and I'm a part of it too. I remember this shore very well. It's where my mother used to take me for walks when I was little. I would play here after school, and in middle school. This is where I used to meet friends with Mikko, or used to meet friends? Okay. This place saw me in so many different phases of my life, but while I changed over the years, it remained the same. Coming back here is like revisiting my childhood. Sorry. All the moments condensed, my life like a collection of memories outside of time. All my memories, both blissful and painful, but all cherished. A letter. I wonder if it's still here, or the letter. I remember I was specifically hid it in a spot that would be hard to find again, but I should still remember. If it exists at all. Like moths, we fly towards a flame and die burning. Unfamiliar ceiling. That's good, gives me a sense of moving forward. I don't like standing in one place for too long. It always gets grating after some time. Painful memories pile up. This place is fresh and new. It's still so dark, but it feels like it's night. It must be after 6 a.m. already though. Usually by this hour, I'm up to see the sunrise. But here, up north, at this time of year, it's still maybe an hour away. I glance over the other bed, watching the blanket draped over a sleeping silhouette. Suddenly, a word pops into my head. Entropy. I get up from the bed and stretch out. The air is warm and stuffy, but I decide against opening a window for now. It might be too early for sunrise, but it should get bright soon. I get dressed quickly, put on a jacket and warm shoes, and walk out the room. How beautiful the snow crunching under my paws sounds, the rhythmic cascade of crackles, and rustling against the backdrop of whispering wind. No birds this morning, just the falling snow. I can't see the horizon here, but if I ascend up one of the hills here, then I should have a better view. And it might be close to sunrise by the time I'm there. With the rhythm with my steps, I start singing a song quietly. I never do it when others are around, but out here in the forest, I'm sure I'm completely alone. It might be over soon. It sounds hopeful. I march forward, letting the song set my tempo now. The song dissipates and corrodes, a faint echo of the real recording that collapses by itself. Everything decays over time. Faint echoes that get weaker and more hazy with each iteration. Nothing lasts, material or not. Entropy. Entropy consumes everything. It's only natural. Everything decays over time, unless you put a lot of effort and energy into it. And after even that, it's not enough. Almost every situation I've been in got worse with time. Living in the dorm, but my middle school too, and high school as well. And all the jobs. If I stay in one place, entropy entropy slowly consumes everything around me. That's why I run away. Change the scenery. Start anew. Is that what I'm doing right now, too? Homes fall into disarray. Buildings crumble and collapse. Food rots. Shores erode. Bones break. Electronics break apart. Friendships corrode, too. Strangers to friends to strangers again. Unless both friends put effort to keep it alive. But in the end, everything is doomed. Give enough time, and nothing will remain. Life itself falls prey to entropy. After all, what's life but the ability to transfer entropy outside of the body? As we age, we slowly lose that ability, and when we can no longer fight against it, we die. In essence, all life and on every level is a fight against entropy. This hill is getting steeper, and the peak is still far ahead. Maybe I'll never get there. Maybe I'll never get anywhere, never achieving anything. The guy who composed the song I'm singing, he has an art collective around him now. They live and record together in a state-of-the-art studio he owns. That's something I aspire to, and it's something that's forever out of my reach. It sounds silly, but even to myself, but I really want to do something meaningful with my life. Be someone, start living finally. I want to scream, but the land will keep silent and indifferent anyway. I stop walking and put my paws on my knees, panting. Maybe I overdid it with the tempo. The peak is still far ahead of me, but looking to my left, I see that I walked high enough to see the horizon clearly. It's beautiful, worth every bit of effort I put together here. Sunrises are more beautiful than sunsets, because you have to earn them. The dark blue of the night is making way to crimson hues, like blood spilling over the sky. First rays of light touch the ground beneath it, waking the land from its slumber. The sky looks like a giant iris, opening its eye to watch over for another day. It's a shame that I can't show it to everyone, but today it's a spectacle just for me. I sit down in the cold snow and look, just taking it in. It fills me with hope. Maybe I don't have to get to the top to experience something extraordinary. I toss and turn around, stubbornly refusing to open my eyes. But no matter how hard I try, the sleep doesn't come back. Finally, I give up, groaning and stretching out, looking around. I'm in Mikko's room. I remember that much, but the room itself, not really. I didn't pay much attention to it. There's not much here, actually. Not even a painting on any of the walls. What about all the electronics on the floor, you know? Looks like Mikko tidied up all his gear after I fell asleep, because it's no longer cluttering on the floor. Okay. Mikko's still in his bed, lying on his side, his back turned to me. He looks so peaceful. It's still dark here. I don't want to get up yet, but I can't fall back asleep either. I grab my phone and check the time. It's 9:45 already. It's not very early, but I guess I'm too excited for today to sleep for any longer. For some reason, the image of a lake we used to play at pops in my head. I always loved that place. In a way, being here now feels like revisiting it metaphorically. Looking through my notifications, I got a message from Lake yesterday asking me if I found a room to stay in. I'll see him at breakfast. I don't need to reply now. Mikko's phone is lying on his bedside table. Weird they didn't have an alarm or set or anything. It's already wake-up time. There's something dangling from it that I never noticed before. I can't see it very well, so I move a bit closer. It's a charm, like the ones vendors sell during festivals, with Helsinga written on it in a decorative cursive. Interesting. Does Mikko have good memories with the place? We went there once for a school trip, but I can't remember buying it then. I can't stay in bed the whole day. With another disgruntled groan, I get out of bed, quietly, so I can... quietly as I can, so not to wake up the wolf. I'll let him rest for a bit more. Maybe he needs that. Huh, the floor is slightly damp. I cringe as I tiptoe across it, and slip out to my own room to prepare for the day. Why is it slightly damp? Maybe humidity or something? But that's gonna be something for tomorrow. Or next week for you guys. So anyways, hand to this Let's Play. So comment, cause I like comments, how much you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise if you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that have grown. Please remember to spay new animals to help control the pet population. And it worked out for hours today. I had one to do a double. Anyways, also if you want to play this game, it's on the channel for free. And if you want to support them and or get the most updated version earlier, go to their Patreon and do that. And until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. See ya.